Hello everyone, welcome once again. Today we are going to discuss a new chapter of 6th class, that is motion and measurement of distances. So, first of all, we will talk about rest and motion. What is rest? The object which remains stationary at a place and do not change their position are said to be at rest. So if you are sitting or sleeping, that will be your resting position. You will not move from one place to another place. Different modes of transport are used to go from one place to another place. We use international system of unit, that is SI unit, to measure the distances. Meter is the unit of length in SI unit. The SI unit of length is meter. Motion in straight line is called rectilinear motion. If you are moving in a straight line, it will be called a rectilinear motion. So we will talk about this in this chapter later. First of all, let's start about with measurement. The comparison of unknown quantity with some known quantity of the same kind. Measurement of an object consists of unit and the number of units measured. Conventional method are handspan. You can use your hand to measure the distance. And cubit, length between tip of middle finger and elbow. You can use your middle finger till your elbow to measure any distance. Arm length, length from the shoulder to the tip of middle finger. And footstep is the distance covered by a step. So handspan is the smallest one, then is cubit from the elbow till the middle finger. Arm length is from the shoulder till the middle finger, and footstep is the distance covered by a step. Now, why it is need to standard units of measurement? Because these handspan, footsteps may vary from person to person. If a tall person is there, he has long handspans as compared to the small person. Next one is standard unit of measurement. It is a unit to measure any quantity. Standard units for measuring length is meter, measuring mass is kilogram, for measuring time is second. The System International of Units, for better known as SI unit. Rules for writing symbols. Symbol for units are usually written in small letters. You have to write meter like in small m. Symbol is not given in plural forms. Symbol for a unit is not to be followed by a full stop unless it is at the end of a sentence. This is all about the rules. Now let's talk about motion. When the position of a body does not change with passage of time, the body is said to be at rest. When the position of a body changes with the passage of time, the body is said to be in motion. If you are sitting at one place, you are not moving, you will be said to at that your body is at rest. And if you are moving from one place to another place, then it will be the body will be in motion. Now let's talk about the different types of motion. The different types of motion are linear motion. Linear motion is further classified into two types: straight linear motion or rectilinear motion. If you are moving in a straight line, it is called rectilinear motion, or curvilinear motion, movement along a curved line. If you are moving in a curved line, that is called curvilinear motion. For example, car moving along a curved road. Next is random motion. When an object moves from one position to another and changes direction in an irregular manner. So if you are moving like this, then you are going in west, then east, then again west or east, then again east or west. So if you are changing your direction without any regular manner, it will be called random motion. Next one is circular motion. If you are moving in a circular path, it will be called circular motion. Object moves in a circular manner in relation to its own axis around a fixed center. So this is called circular motion. The circular motion is of two types: revolution and rotation. We can take example of our earth. When our earth completes 1 year, it completes its revolution in 1 year, that is 365 days. It is called revolution. And the earth completes its rotation. Earth rotates on its axis in 24 hours. The earth completes its rotation in 24 hours and it completed revolution in 365 days. So rotation means rotating on its axis. The earth will rotate like this. And revolution means the earth will rotate around the sun. This is the path where our earth will be rotated around the sun. This is sun and this is our earth. It will rotate around the sun. So this one is called revolution and rotating at its axis is called rotation. Now rotation is restricted to the central axis. Next is vibratory motion. Object moves to and fro very fast. For example, strings of a guitar when plucked. Vibratory motion means vibrations are there. If you are playing a guitar, its string will move to and fro motion. This is called vibratory motion. Next one is oscillatory motion. Object oscillates to and fro along the same path again and again with the same speed. Time taken by an object to complete one oscillation is same no matter how many oscillations the object takes. For example, heartbeat or pendulum of a clock. This one is pendulum of a clock. It will go to and fro from this to this and again it will come to this point. So this is called to and fro motion of pendulum and this motion is called oscillatory motion. Next one is periodic motion. The motion which repeats at regular interval of time is called periodic motion. For example, heartbeat. Doctors used to measure your heartbeat. They used to check it within 1 minute how many times your heart is beating. Or we can say pendulum, how many oscillation it is completing in 1 minute. It will be called periodic motion. Next one is non-periodic motion. Non-periodic motion is object does not repeat motion at regular intervals. For example, once it will take 1 minute, another time it will take 10 minutes. So a specific time period is not there. For example, earthquake. Sometimes there could be earthquake within 1 day or 2 days. Sometimes it could take 1 month or 2 months. So this is not periodic. Eruption of volcano. There is no specific time for eruption of volcano. Landslide or storms. So these are called non-periodic motions. Next one is mixed motion. More than one type of motion at the same time. For example, a cricket ball is balled, shows linear as well as spin motion. The ball thrown by the bowler shows linear. Ball will go straight and as well as spin. It will spin on its axis. So this is called mixed motion. Next one is resultant motion. One kind of motion resulting in another kind of motion is called resultant motion. For example, wheels of a bicycle. Wheels of a bicycle, they are rotating its axis resulting in the linear motion of the bicycle. The bicycle is going straight but it is rotating in circular motion. So these are the two motions. The circular motion of the bicycle is resulting in the linear motion of the bicycle. Next one is random motion. The motion without any sequence or direction is called random motion. For example, a buzzing bee, a player of a football on the field. This is called random motion. There is no sequence or direction of this motion. Next is uniform motion. When the body covers the equal distance in equal time interval, the motion of a clock hand. For example, if you are covering 1 kilometer in 2 minutes and again you are covering 1 kilometer in 2 minutes and you are repeating the same thing, then it will be called as uniform motion. And if you are covering 1 kilometer in 2 minutes once, then again 1 kilometer in 4 minutes, then again 1 kilometer in 3 minutes, so this will be called non-uniform. As equal distance is being covered in equal time is called uniform motion, and equal distance is carried in not equal time, it is called non uniform motion. So that is all about this chapter. Thank you and have a good day.